In the 2 hours that passed, the streets were deserted.
Gather around old Jurgen. That's right. Don't sit too close to the fire. Ooh. You're gonna want to put some yak butter on that, yes. Alright, now, who here has heard of one of the greatest storytellers of all time? No, not me. Haha, thank you, dearie, but no. No, I mean Hakon the Bold. Yes, Now, did many of you know that not only did Hakon tell great and grand stories, but he lived them himself as well? Yes. Who would like to hear one of his greatest adventures of all time? Oh, yes, okay. Do you know how a great storyteller finds his tales? By traveling the world. And this adventure takes place far to the south. A place filled with strange people and even stranger beasts. Dark sorceries and pie. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is pie. I'll take a slice, thank you, yes. Sorry. Now, we all know that Hakon was famous for his charm, right? A more likable fellow would be hard to find, yes. And he's traveled with many of warriors and seers. But this time, I must tell you, his companions were quite different. For when traveling down a deep and dark forest road one day, he heard the most awful argument. The forest was so quiet, and the arguer so loud. He swore the forest itself was holding its breath to hear it. And as he got closer, it sounded as if the arguer was the arguee. Was one person arguing with himself? Well, this Hakon had to see, but it's because he was quite familiar with arguing with yourself. In his own head, of course. Not for the enjoyment of the whole forest. Well, when Hakon turned off the road and entered the clearing, he did not find one person, but he found two. Small of stature, but very big of presence. And it was correct that only one of them was the arguee, a goblin in sorcerer robes, walking this way and that, throwing his arms up in exasperation, and standing still, glaring at him as he punctuated every word with his little green goblin fingers, was a gnome of a wild sort. She looked like she had grown right there out of the ground. A little gnome tree. Her body lined with swirls of ink and her hair bursting out of her head at all angles. If it weren't for the humph and the cross of her arms, Hakon would have believed her to be a beautiful bitch. Bush. I said bush, yes. Huh. Now, you think upon hearing this argument that they were at odds, But the moment they noticed Hakon standing there watching them in amusement, they broke into the most serious of battle stances. Jumping to stand together, there was a swirl of a staff. The goblin had a smoking bomb in his hand, and Hakon heard the all too familiar growl of a wolf at his back. These weren't to be trifled with. But neither is Hakon's smile. Yeah. No, it wasn't long and they were friends. The gnome was named Lini. The goblin's name was Fumbus. The two were traveling friends who had been attacked by a band of men the night before. The men tied them up, ransacked their camp, and slew a spider friend of Lini. Lini was of the mystical sort who could talk to animals. Yes, just like Mother George, yes. Not some normal spider, though. A dream spider. A spider that could enter dreams. And they didn't just kill it. Once they did the deed, they harvested its silk, as if they were experts. It will fetch a pretty penny with gauge-ridden lamb, they said. Gauge-ridden lamb? Who was this? They meant to kill Hakon's new friends as well. The dwarf and the druid weren't long for the world with these men. But they got too drunk, as is bandits' ways, and the two escaped before they had a chance. Now Lini wanted revenge for her spider friend. Who was this gauge-ridden lamb who harvests silk from dream spiders? Despicable. And what does he use it for? And Fumbus just wanted to leave. He could travel far away from men and their ropes. But Hakon, our Hakon smelled something very familiar. A story. He told his new friends he would help them. He would help them find this gauge-ridden lamb. Korvosa, the great southern city, was just a few days away. That would be a good place to start. And that, my friends, is the beginning of the curse of the Crimson Throne. Hello, Dungeon fans. It's Friday night. It's a Liching Hour. I'm Kevin from Level 9. Tonight we are starting a brand new game for Friday nights in the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. We are playing the Curse of the Crimson Throne, the very first adventure in quite many of them. We are introducing a three-character party: Lini, the gnome druid; Hakon, the I don't know what class is he? Is a human skald, and it's like he's kind of like a bard warrior, and then Fumbus. Yes, Fumbus, the goblin alchemist. They, as Jorgen just told us, all met up and traveling to Korvosa, to a large city, to track down the man who apparently collects dream spider silk. Lini is a druid, has a lot of animal friends who travel with her, and the death of her one friend must be avenged. Fumbus isn't necessarily on board, but Hakon wants to help because he thinks there's definitely a story here, and he's right. I mean, how often do you meet a pair like this? So, as they go to the city, it's only a couple days, but that first night they travel together. All three of them have the same dream. They all dream of this woman, a card reader who deals out cards. None of them can remember what the cards are, but she tells them that she can help them with who they're looking for. They all wake up, and it takes a little while before
they all realize that they dreamt the same dream. But once they do that, they know that they've actually been contacted by someone. They remember, each one remembers different parts of the dream that helps them all get to, once they get into Korvosa, they, Hakon's been there before, Lini and Fumbus hadn't. Hakon doesn't know the city too well, but he knows it well enough, and they're able to find this this woman's house, or at least out of the bits and pieces from their dream. When they arrive, they find the door slightly open, and they go inside. No one's there, or at least they can tell. There's some stale bread, some food. They're a little starving, so they eat with the intention of paying for the food once the woman appears, and they all kind of settle in hoping that she'll appear, and she does. Within, just a little, after some time, she does appear. She just comes walking in, and with a flourish, gypsy kind of made up, and she sits down, and she's got a deck of cards, and it's called a Harrow deck, and the Harrow is, it's a fortune, it's like a tarot, and in this land. And she starts dealing out with expert care, just barely acknowledging them, just looking up, glancing, nods, and starts shuffling, and they all look at each other. Okay, all right. Pull out of the story really quick. So this is the Pathfinder Adventure Card Game. This is the new set, the new core set, plus the new expanded campaign. Unlike the last iterations of Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, now they've built a core set, and then you will get boxed adventures to go along with it, instead of the last one, which was like every set was a complete set. I'm playing with a couple characters from the base core, and Hakon is from the Curse of the Crimson Throne set. If you're watching my Apocrypha Adventure Card Game, this is a lot like it if you've never played it. A lot, same kind of concept. It's also not like it in other ways. She begins dealing cards. As she's dealing cards, she begins to speak. "Thank you for coming, my friends," she says, as she's shuffling, dealing out, and then taking the cards back in and shuffling them again. "I have reasons to be cautious. I'm sorry I had to contact you the way I did. But the man you seek, he brings great harm upon those who I seek and help. So you see, he's the sort of man who trains children to pickpocket and steal things across the city. And his lambs, at one point, stole this deck here, a family heirloom I've had for quite some time. My son, ever the protector, tracked it down and retrieved it. And for that he paid with his life. I have reason, just like you, to seek vengeance against this Gadron lamb. But here, let me read your fortunes. Let's see what's in the cards, and maybe they will help us find him." Okay, so for this whole campaign, we use the Harrow deck for each adventure, and an adventure is a collection of scenarios. For each adventure, we're going to do a Harrow reading for each of the characters, and they're going to have a Harrow card, and they will include that in their beginning hand for every scenario inside of an adventure. And then each adventure will have a different bonus for using it. For example, this first adventure path is called Edge of Anarchy. And our first scenario that we're playing tonight is called Haunted Fortunes. The Harrow suit is keys here, and whenever I make a dexterity check that's a non-combat check, I get to add a 1d4 to it. And whenever I play it, I get to draw a card from my deck and give a card to someone else if need be. So, we're going to do our first Hero reading. Lini, the cricket. The power. On any check, discard to bless. On another character's dexterity check, recharge to bless. Now, I believe the special power is on top of this power. On another character's dexterity check, recharge to bless. Discard to move, then explore. Okay. Well, it's not in addition. I'm sorry. Just like these, so I have another option of using it by adding a 1d4 to dexterity non-combat checks. But that's her hero. Hakon, the juggler. On another player's character's check, freely discard to re-roll a die, or discard it to explore. And Fumbus, the crows. On your check to acquire something, a boon usually, discard to bless twice. Discard to explore. If you do not encounter a boon, bury this card instead. Okay. So, these are going to stay with them for the course of the next 5 adventures, 5 sessions. They will go into their opening hands each time. I'll add those to the opening hands right now. The cards read that the one you seek is not too far away. In fact, he could be found in an old fishery north of here, at West Pier 17, where he trains the children. Hakon. Ah, yeah, I know of this place. West Pier. No one likes to go to West Pier, except thieves and cut purses. A perfect place to train such an army. Be careful, she says. A man who would feed children to alligators and keep sharks near where he works cannot be trusted. They all look at each other, Lini and Hakon and Fumbus. Fumbus goes, he starts swearing in Goblin. When they look back, the woman, she's gone. Don't even know where she went. So, Lini's coming back. Hakon's coming back. Fumbus is coming back. We are starting at the reading room. The order is going to be, as you can see over here, it's Lini and Hakon and then Fumbus. In that order. Our mission tonight is to find this Gadron lamb and make him answer for his crimes against Lini and against the fortune teller. Alright, let's see what Lini's got. Lini's starting the game with a dog, a porcupine, a cat, a flame staff, enchant weapon spell, and the cricket. She doesn't name her allies, her animal allies, because his name is... The porcupine is... The dog is... Obviously, she can't keep saying that, what she says. So for Hakon and Fumbus, it's dog, porcupine, and cat. So, first thing we do is we have a blessing deck called the Clock that has 30 blessings in it. We're going to turn it over, and that defines the hour. The hour is, when this is the hour, no effect. All right, incitation. There is no effect right now. So we're going to use our first, unlike Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, and I believe unlike the first several editions of Pathfinder Adventure Card Game, you don't spend a blessing to explore. You get a free explore right off the bat at the beginning of your game. Force Missile. I'm going to play boons. Unlike Apocrypha Adventure Card Game, where I work every boon into the present, the actual moment of the story, I may or may not do that with each one in this setting. For this, it makes sense. If it makes sense, I will. Let's see if she acquires it. It's an intelligence or arcane check of 4. Her intelligence is 6. She does not have arcane, so she's got to roll a d6. Do I? No. Oh, wait, hold on. On a local check against a spell, that's the cat. On a local check against an animal monster, no, that's a porcupine. Dog, recharge to examine the top card of your location. Okay, none of those are going to help. So, all right, let's go. 5. All right. So, the fortune teller disappears. Completely gone. They're still in her house, in her reading room. Lini happens to look. She's a gnome, so there's a large bookshelf, and what I mean is she's sitting down. She's low enough where she's eye level with a one whole shelf of these shelves across the room that hold books and stuff to see these scrolls, and one scroll gleams in a purple kind of shine, and she looks over and she looks at it, and sure enough, it's a spell. She reads it, memorizes it, learns it, and leaves it there. She saw what she needed. Okay, now, boop, boop, ba-doo, boop. She's going to play the cat. Discard to explore. This exploration on checks that invoke the magic trait, add 1d4. Harrow Strike. All right, what was Force Missile? Oh, I know what Force Missile. It's an attack spell. What's Harrow Strike? Displayed. While displayed, for your combat checks, you may use Arcane or Divine plus 1d6. If proficient, you may banish to add a 1d6. The end of your turn, banish. Okay. All right. Let's see. To acquire Intelligent Arcane or Wisdom Divine. All right. Now, so Lini's Divine is a D10 plus 1. So we're going to use that. We're just going to see what happens. That is a 3 plus 1 is 4. It's a failure. All right. That's okay. And we're going to discard this. And then Lini, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she's going to have to discard. Or do I just explore again? Her hand size is 5. So I can either explore. Okay. Porcupine. Discard to explore. If the first card you encounter is a monster, you may recharge this card instead. So Lini has sent out her little animals to explore the rest of the house. Especially after the woman had left. She had kept them at bay because she didn't want to be rude, but the lady just disappeared, so she thought, well, it's not too rude if I have my animals go check things out. She sends her little, oh, you found a shiny. Shiny. Wisdom and perception. Her wisdom is D10. Sure, her wisdom is plus 2. So it's wisdom, D10 plus 2. Plus 2 is 5. She did not make that one. Discard. Okay, now she's down to 5, so I don't have to, discard an unused card. We're going to pass the turn to Hakon. The hour is in citation again. On your check, if the hour is Harrow, add 1. Is this Harrow? It is not. Harrow. That's when they hear a booted foot steps come in through the door. The door opens and footed boot steps. Boom, boom, koosh. And this is a... Oh. No. No. First thing you hear is a giggle. They hear, they hear giggles, and Hakon looks down to find he feels suddenly lighter. His first instinct, he hears giggles. Hakon's been around for quite a while. He looks down. It looks like he's got a little sack of gold pieces he had on his belt is missing. And he hears a giggle again. He hears a footstep going out the front door. He goes running. All right, in this adventure only right now, anytime we meet hold on. When you encounter a story bane other than Lamb's Lamb from a location, okay, we encountered the thug, which is story bane for this location. We have to encounter the Lamb's Lamb first. Charisma and diplomacy. Now, see, Hakon, very diplomatic. He gets a D8 plus, well, I guess it's not that diplomatic. D8 plus 1. Let's check out his hand. So Hakon has the juggler. He's got a longsword. He's got a merchant friend he can call on. He's got enhance spell. And he's got a horn of battle clarity. On a local combat check, this is a combat check. So, local combat check, recharge to add 1d4 or 1d8 if proficient. He is proficient, so he gets to add 1d8. That's killer. Actually, this is not a combat check. This is a charisma and diplomacy check. So he could cast... He's going to do it. He's going to cast Enhance on himself. On checks using that skill, add 1 plus the adventure number, which is 1. At the end of the turn, banish. Alright. So he's going to test his... It's 1d8 plus 1 plus 3. Boo. He goes, but wait, where are you going? I'll pay you for... And they don't care. They go jetting out the door. If undefeated, discard either a random card or the top card of your deck. Then bury a random card from your discards. Jeez. Well, here's the cool thing. I'm going to go ahead and... bury the top card of my deck, which is the aid spell, which isn't the best spell. And I don't have anything in my discard, so blah. But they go running out the door. Hakon gives chase. The moment he gets out the door, he realizes it was a little bit of a trap. Outside, this big, burly, nasty dude with a smile and his sword's out, he is waiting for him. Now Hakon's got to deal with this bro. Charisma and diplomacy. Does he try that again? So these little marks mean you add the adventure number. So it's combat would be a 12. Charisma and diplomacy would be an 8. Well, enhance. Freely display. Need the local character and choose a skill. I chose charisma. While displayed on their check. So it doesn't go away to the end of the turn. So that's awesome. I don't want this to happen again, so... Okay. Who's got a blessing they can play? Here we go. What's she got? So he needs an 8. Fumbus is going to discard a blessing on another character's check. Discard to bless. That means I get to add 2. So I'm going to be rolling 2d8 and adding 3. 8. 12. Yes. So he goes. Hakon comes running out, and there's this guy. The guy's got a wicked grin on him. He's got his sword. But Hakon's got an even better grin. He just stops. And Hakon, and he gives this huge smile. And he relaxes. And this guy realizes that he's looking at it like... At the moment, he looks like he's 6'8". 6'8". Scald, shining example of a scald male, big, northern. All of a sudden it's cold, so cold. Hakon goes, "Nice night." And the thug, whose name, unbeknownst to Hakon, is Giggles, because right there at that very point he goes, Hakon goes, "Aha, yes. I need to get by. Someone stole some gold from me." The thug backs off and then goes running. Before acting, you may either banish a boon or attempt a strength, charisma, diplomacy, or melee +4 whatever check. Okay. Shiza. Well, we'll do that with the I didn't bless it. So that's my diplomacy, or my diplomacy +1 plus the enhance is well over 5. So he didn't hit me. He was just showing me his sword when he came out. So we have bested the thug, which means we can attempt to close this. To close or to guard, summon and acquire a blessing. If it's a Harrow blessing, you acquire automatically. We're going to summon a Harrow blessing, the empty throne. It says down here, its suit is crowns. So we're going to acquire automatically. This gets discarded for Fumbus. When closed, heal a blessing. Alright, so this location is closed. It's time to head to the fishery. This we need to, if proficient, he is proficient, discard this card. You may succeed at an Arcane or Divine 7 check to recharge it instead. That's a cool thing with the Hakon. So Hakon is proficient in Arcane and Divine, so that's pretty cool, and Instrument and Weapon. So he doesn't have to banish this. However, he doesn't actually have the Arcane or Divine skill, so if he wanted to try to roll, he'd have to roll a d4. So this is indeed getting discarded. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's got to discard something. Boo. And discard this merchant. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to pass the turn to Fumbus, who is moving. They're turning out away from the reading room and heading down the alley to cut across town to head to the fishery. Now Fumbus is fun. Fumbus starts with a bunch of alchemical items. He's got an elixir of healing, an elixir of love. He's got a noxious bomb, and then at the top of, that's not all. He's got a fiery glare spell, light crossbow, and the crow's blessing. Okay. What's special here? When you play an ally for its power, display it next to this location card. Oh, one thing about this adventure, because we finished the reading room, we add a marker to it. I'll add a die to it. And for every one that we have open, we get to add that number to our checks against Lamb's Lamb. There, who, by the way, is nowhere to be seen. So Hakon's out a few jokes on them because it was just coppers. Well, it's not really jokes, because now he's out a bag of coppers. Okay, Fumbus. Draw an hour. Kalen's Revelry. When this is the hour, on your check, you may discard a card to reroll one die showing 1 or 2. Interesting. So these blessings now have 2 powers. One power that happens if they're the hour, and then one power that happens when you play them. Or, I'm sorry, one set of powers that happen when you play them. Okay. Locate object. Let's see if Fumbus had learned the spell. His arcane is a d8 plus 1. D8 plus 1. Acquire an ally. Local characters say nope. And you check to acquire, discard to bless twice. Alright, do we want locate object? That's the question. Banish to examine your location until you find a boon. Encounter it, then shuffle your location. If proficient, discard this card. That's kind of interesting. I like it. Because that lets you see what cards are in there too. I mean, I got to examine my location until you find a boon. So I'm drawing cards until I get a boon. So I might actually see other things. That's always super helpful in these games. So let's try to get this. So what I'm thinking is he's going to play the crows. On a check to acquire, discard to bless twice. Okay. So that's blessing twice. That's 3d8. Oh, the dice aren't showing up. Here you go. 3d8 plus 1. Got it. Okay. He did indeed. Oh, when he discard this, that means he gets to draw a card, and he can give somebody else a item if he wants. I don't think he wants 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many can he carry? He can carry 6. Well, he's about to grab that. Okay, maybe I should give a card to somebody. Lini. I'm going to pass her an elixir of energy resistance, which is what he just drew. Okay, this gets discarded. This gets acquired. Oh, wait a minute. I don't necessarily... Yeah, I do. I'm going to go ahead and cast this. Banish to examine your location. Korvosa Dandy. Oh, hold on. Korvosa Dandy. Okay. When you play an ally for its power. Alright. Banish to examine your location until you find a boon. Found a boon. Counter it. Then shuffle your location. Okay. Charisma and diplomacy. Yeah. Who is this? To close or guard, summon and acquire an ally. Okay. Huh. Well, let's see. Fumbus has the elixir of love. What's this Korvosa Dandy do? On a local charisma or diplomacy non-combat check, recharge to add 1d6 against the aristocrat card. You may reveal it instead. I almost think I want him to... This guy's going to kind of latch on to Hakon. Alright, so the elixir of love, on your diplomacy check to acquire an allied, banish to add 2d10. Alright, it's 2d10 and a d4 because Fumbus does not have charisma. Or Fumbus does not have diplomacy. What is his charisma, actually? Now that I think about it, his charisma is a d6. We'll use a charisma d6. Here we go. Nope, it's got to be a diplomacy check, so that's a d4. Because of the elixir of love. 10, 6, 10, 19. Okay, yeah. They head into the alley, and Fumbus hears something off to the side. He's not sure what it is. It's a low, like, rumble. When he goes over, he trips over this guy who's sleeping off a drinking binge. Who wakes up. Oh, what the? Who are you? What are you doing here? Get up. Fumbus helps him up, and then Hakon comes over. Oh, what do we have here? Yeah, what do we have here? I gotta work on Hakon's voice. Oh, well, I'm still a little drunk. I don't remember her name. I'm Perigold. Yeah, Perigold. Okay. Well, come on, Perigold. We'll help you get out of this alley. Okay. So he's gonna go into Fumbus's hand. These. Okay. Roll here. If proficient, you may... Wait, yes, he is definitely proficient in alchemical items. If proficient, may succeed at craft 8 checks to recharge his card. His craft is D8 plus 3. So let's see what happens. D8 plus 3 is... Plus 1 plus 3 is 4. That's a no. Huh. Dang. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's his... During recovery, you would banish an alchemical boon or an arcane attack spell. You may discard it instead. Oh, I don't have to do these rolls. Fumbus can just discard them because it's kind of his thing. And then it's the same with arcane attack spell. This is not an arcane attack spell, so if proficient, discard this card. You may see... Oh, yeah. Arcane is D8 plus 1. So let's see if he recharges it. 6 plus 1 is 7. That's not enough, so this gets discarded. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is his hand. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah, his hand is 6, so we'll go ahead and draw and pass the turn. 2. Lini. Irori's Mastery. When this is the hour, on your bless check, you may reroll any dice showing 1. Okay. I wonder if Lini's going to meet a new friend on their trip through the alley. Wisdom, Fortitude, Survival. Her survival is a D10 plus 3. So we'll just roll that. Yep. That was a 6 plus 3 is 9. Hello, little one. She says as she puts her hand on the box, and it crawls up on her hand and up her shoulder and rests on her up to her shoulder and rests there. Hello, little one. On your combat check, reload to add 1d4 in the poison trait. The poison trait. Okay. Poison. Huh. All right. Let's send them out to explore. Discard to explore this exploration on your fortitude and stealth checks. Add 1d4. Sure will. Ooh, a spell book. Intelligence and arcane. Her intelligence is d6. Yeah, I think, I wonder if, what does it do again? On your arcane non-combat check, reveal to add 1d4. Huh. Fumbus might really like that. For sure, it's an item. And he can carry 6 items. I think he already discarded one, too. I have a slot open. Yes. So anyway, she's going to discard the cricket, which is her hero, which means she gets to draw a card and then give someone a card if she wants. But she doesn't want. I'm going to give her back. I'm going to give Fumbus back the elixir of energy resistance. And yeah, we're going to roll. Intelligence is D6, and she gets to roll 2 of them. 7. All right. So she acquires the spellbook. This is discarded. And then her spider buddy is also discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's got 6 cards in hand. Can I just, as a free action, give somebody a... I feel like I can. Card, encountering a card, turn over. You may give a card to another local character. Okay, she is going to give a spellbook to Fumbus. That puts her at 5 cards. She's perfect to go. We're going to pass the turn to Hakon. The midwife is the hour. At the start of your turn, summon and encounter a monster. Well, I don't think this is the start of his turn. He's going to get his free explore. Ah, I know you shouldn't have made it this far, says a shadow as it detaches from a building in the alley. Hakon swears, because he could see the open street coming up. They had almost made it. Let's see. This is either combat or banish a random boon. I think we're going to fight. It's kind of his gig. Hakon's going to fight. And before acting, recharge a card. Okay, fine. I will recharge. I'm going to recharge the juggler. Okay. And then let's fight. Let's fight. I am revealing a longsword. So I get the strength. My strength is a d10 plus 2. And then I get to add a d8 to it. D8. Go for color schemes here. Alright. Do I really need more than that? He's 11. Yeah, maybe. Alright. Horn of Battle Clarity. On a local combat check, recharge to add 1d4 or 1d8 if proficient. So I'm going to recharge this to add 1d8 to this roll. Just to be careful. Boom. You made it this far. I guess I'll give that to... Hakon didn't wait. He didn't wait at all. He ran him through as quick as possible. If a proficient, you may additionally reload to add another d4. Huh. I'm just revealing it, so I'll keep it. He is dead. Now I can summon and acquire an ally. Okay. Let's see what we got here. A burglar. Okay. Charisma and diplomacy is 6. So d8 plus 1. Well, I want to close this, so I'm going to discard the empty throne blessing to add another d8. Six and a 1 is 7. I see you over there. Come on out. And sure enough, a shadow detaches from the other wall. Are you with him? No. No, not at all. Ah, all right. Then you're with us. No, not at all. Well, come on then. And Hakon smashes. He flashes his smile. How could the burglar resist? Right, we have acquired that. That closes this one. Closed. Draw the allies from next to this location. No, we don't have any of those. All right. Out of the alley, they step, and the smell of rotted fish hits them really, poof, like a fist. Just hits them right in the face. They look across, kind of like the beginning of docks. And there's this short, squat building where the fish smells reeking out of. That must be the fishery. Ah, the fishery, Fumbus says. All right, Hakon is going to draw back up to 4. Then pass the turn to Fumbus. On your non-attack combat check, add 1. Okay. All right. The fishery. The location deck. La location deck. All right, so Fumbus has got a lot of cards to deal with. A lot of cards. Well, he gets a free check, so let's take care of that first. Oh, at this location, when you explore, examine the top 2 cards of this location, shuffle one into the location, and counter the other. We have a Sage, and we have a Blast Stone. This is Fumbus. Blast Stone would be more useful. I'm going to shovel her into the location and encounter the Blast Stone. Hello, Heroic. Good to see ya. Okay. He's got to deal with the Blast Stone. Let's see if he picks it up. Intelligence craft 4. His craft is D10 plus D8 plus 3. So he just needs to roll a 3, a 1, and he has it. When that shadow stepped out, for a split second, for the very short time the shadow was detached, the first one, before he got ran through by Hakon, Fumbus started messing with the blast stone in his pocket, fingering the blast stone in his pocket, getting ready for throwing it and running. He's a little on edge. He does not like being in cities with lots of other people or humans. All right, now he has a ton of cards in his hand. We gotta get rid of some of these. Let's when you explore, it's every time you explore. I am going to discard this blessing to explore, and that means I get to do this and this. A Sage's Journal. On your check against the Story Bane, reveal to add 1d4. Oh, wow, really? That's kind of cool. That's something Hakon would like. Alright. Let's shuffle the Cave Lizard back in and see if we can't get this. Intelligence and Knowledge. His intelligence is a d8. Okay. What do I got in here that's going to help that? Healing. Damage reduction. Oh wait, he's got this spell book. On your arcane non-combat check, reveal to add 1d4. Discard to heal an arcane spell. Okay. Do I have anything? I have nothing that's going to add intelligence. Let's see. Does Lini have something to add? No. Does Hakon have anything to add? Freely reroll one die. Okay. Okay. Nobody's got anything to help. We're just going to roll our intelligence, which is D8, and hope for the best. That's a 1. On your non-attack combat check, that's not a combat check. Alright, what can I do? I can do something. Hakon is going to play the juggler. I am not. I am enjoying Jin Can't this year. I'm going to, on another character's check, freely discard to reroll one die. I'm going to use this. It's his Harrow. Oh, jeez. So that means Hakon gets to draw a card and give a card if he wants, but he doesn't have any cards to give. So this is discarded. So we did not get the Sage's Journal. This is discarded. Still got a lot of spells in your hand, buddy. I'm gonna... No. Okay. He's going to discard the Korvosa dandy to explore. So this way, come on, I know this place. Oh god, it stinks. But I know where they might have some rum hidden. He goes to head in the door, and oh, I know what this is. And suddenly, Fumbus goes to follow him, and Fumbus runs into this little shape about the size of him, maybe a little bit taller, and he's surrounded by them. Little brats. Little human brats. Constitution or Fortitude or Charisma and Diplomacy? Well, oh wait, oh. See, I got rid of that. I didn't get rid of him. I discarded him. So I can't use him for my... Huh. Arcane non-combat? No. A local combat... Oh, jeez, he's got nothing here. Because this is not a combat check. Let's see. Constitution and Fortitude? No. And Charisma and Diplomacy? Nope. D6. Oh boy. There's nothing he can do here? No. 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 Okay. Somebody else is going to have to help here. We're going to have to figure this out. Wardrum? No. That's... No. Okay. Nope. Nothing. Hakon can do nothing. Oh. Oh, wait. She can't. There can be vengeance. So that's good. We're going to do that. Okay. Let's roll a D8 for D6. D6 for Charisma. His Constitution is... Oh, wait. Fumbus's Constitution is D8. Well, that's okay. It's D6, D8. We'll roll the D8. No, we're going to roll the D6. I rolled a 4. It's going to take 2 points of damage. That's okay. I got too many cards anyway. I want to discard energy, elixir of energy resistance, and spellbook. No. No. I'll discard the blast stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That actually puts me at... I just need one more card. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. I get to... Oh, yeah. On your Charisma or Diplomacy non-combat checks, add 1d6. So that's a 4. And then I get to add another d6. 10. I made the check. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, he says. Hold on. Stinky little human kids. What'd you say? One pushes him. He goes, I said stinky bombs. And he's got his globe of vicious smelling shit. And he starts hissing because he had undid the stopper. And he's passing it around like this. And all the little kids back off. Oh, man. Oh. And then they go running. I get to add 1 to that roll, too, because I defeated him in another location. Actually, I got 2 locations done, so that's actually +2. Right. To close this, yes, so Fumbus did this, and let's say Fumbus had gone into the Korvosa, the dandy, had led him to the door and said, look, I think there's some good rum in here. And he opened up the door, and Fumbus had gone in, and that's when he found himself surrounded by these kids. And the kids go running, and Fumbus hears a thump and a splish, and he looks down, and the fishery it's just wood planks over top of water. It's the building is built on top of the water. And Fumbus looks, and it looks like the water's like really, really dark, and then all of a sudden it gets really, really light. And then he goes, uh-oh. And bam! Right through the floorboards comes a shark. Right at him. He wants a goblin snack. Now this is a combat check, though. As you can see by the little word up there, it says combat. Yeah, so let's combat, man. He's gonna fiery glare this sucker. For your combat check, banish to use arcane plus 2d4. So here's 2d4. And then his arcane is d8. D8. And one of his powers is on a local combat check, you may discard a card to add 1d4 in the acid, fire, or poison trait. Okay, we're going to discard the spellbook and add another d4. Okay, 3d4s and a d8. And we need 11. Oh, crap. What really crappy. Oh, wait, this is his. Non-combat check, add once. 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, so close. He just needs 2, man. There's nothing you can really do after the fact in this game. Nothing. So, it comes bursting through, and he tries to say the words as fast as possible, but the water hits him, and he slips, and he falls and starts sliding down, and he just catches himself as the jaws of the shark gnash, and maybe catch his foot a little bit, and he takes 2 points of damage. So I'm going to discard these 2s, and then we're going to do vengeance. Who can do this? Who wants to do this? Okay. Hakon bursts through the door. Please go into his... This is discard. He's proficient, but it's an attack spell. It is, so he gets to... Oh no. He discards it. We gotta make an arcane check to see if he can... Alright, let's do that. D8 plus 1. Nope. Discarded. Hakon burst through the door. He had been right behind him to find the shark chomping, chomp, chomp, in the wood as it goes down into the water. And Fumbus scrambling up and holding on. Oh, shark! Fumbus is trying to kick it. Okay, so I'm going to reveal the longsword. So that's his strength and melee. Plus D8. If proficient, I don't want to reload it. I could use the war drum. War drum. So, on a local combat check, recharge to add 1d4. So he's going to recharge this to add 1d4. So we got D10, D8, and 1d4. He rolls a 7 and a 7 and a 2, and I do believe that is more than 11. He bursts through, finds Fumbus almost prone, and the shark trying to come up through the floor, and his longsword bites deep into the brain of the jigsaw shark, and it flops, and he nails it right to the boards. He's like, okay, so that is dead. We have closed this location. Nothing happens when it closes. There's nothing freaky in there. Nope. No. This is Fumbus's turn still. Where did I just put that one card of his? He's got one card. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. Still Fumbus's turn. He's going to use Elixir of Healing to heal 1d4 plus 1. Come on. It's 1. He heals 2 cards. Woohoo. Yeah. Woo. Fumbus draws 6 cards every time. So he gets... we're going to have to watch out for him. Alright, here's 2. And then... that discards. Hakon looks around, and it looks like no one's been inside the fishery for a long time. The outside of the area that the shark burst through is a thick layer of dust, and he doesn't see any prints. He doesn't see any prints. So he's like, "Hey, no one here. Let's go. I see, let's check the docks. The docks. Okay, that was Fumbus' turn. He's going to draw a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs to be very careful now. Very careful. Okay. New blessing. Black fingers. On your check that when this is the hour, on your check that invokes the alchemical or poison trait, add 1d4. Okay. Lini, what are you doing? She's going to draw a Bogard. Ooh. So they continue on down past the fishery, heading onto which is a pier. The fishery is built right off the side of the pier, the beginning of it. So they start walking down the pier, and Lini's her eyes are trained forward, trying to search to see if there's whatever's ahead of them. Maybe there's boats. Are they on any of these boats? And she hears a soft behind her, and she swings around, and there's this thing staring at her. If you are in an aquatic location, we are. The difficulty to defeat is increased by 1d4. Oh boy, here we go. It's a 10 plus 3. It's a 13. We'll keep that there. Well, what shall we do? What shall we do? Okay, it's either Force Missile or Flame Staff. Looks like Flame Staff. I'm sorry, not Flame Staff. Force Missile. She's, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm really glad you mentioned that because he's going to be here in just a minute to do the news. In fact, he should be here any minute. I am going to... okay, so it's Arcane. Why does she have... oh, she got the Force Missile, but she doesn't have Arcane. So it would be 3d4. And she needs... oh, that's a 13. Ban on another character's combat. No, I guess Force Missile is the bad way to go. No, wait. For your combat check, you may bury a card or recharge an animal ally to use survival plus 1d4, plus the card's level, and add the animal and melee traits. Alright, she's going to discard dog. Recharge it. To use survival, which is d10, plus a 1d4, and plus the card's level, which should only be, it's at 0. Yeah, so nothing there. And then, can she add anything to this? No. No. So this is it. D10. Oh, this. Okay. Who else has got? Anybody got a blessing? Anybody got a blessing? No. Does he have something he can help her with? Here we go. Oh. Benefaction. Okay. He's going to add this to bless her, which means she's going to get another d10. Now she's rolled a 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we need a 1, man. We need a 1. There's no way to add 1 to this. Oh boy. Okay. So, does the vengeance work on any, or is it just story banes? Is that just for the, like, can we avenge any monster? Let us check. This is a new thing with this new system. Avenging. Another local character may avenge your encounter with an undefeated Bane by burying a card to encounter it. Ooh, we gotta bury a card to do it. Did Hakon do that? Hakon did not bury a card. Hakon is going to bury the burglar he picked up. There. Okay, she's gonna lose a point. No, wait, she's got hide armor. I'm gonna recharge this to reduce it by 1. So she takes no damage, recharges it because of her hide armor. But it is... no, we're going to let it go. Oh, this is cool. If undefeated, suffer the Scourge frightened. Well, she is freaked out now. Where the Scourge is? Here it is. Scourges are cool. These are new as well. So a Scourge is a card that goes next to her now. And frightened. When you encounter a monster, suffer 1d4 minus 1 mental damage that cannot be reduced. When your location is closed, you may remove this Scourge. So she's freaked out by the docks now. She keeps looking over her shoulder. She's thinking that something's going to come crawling out of the water any minute. And she's quite possibly correct. And now, the Lich with the news.
Hello, monsters. I'm the Lich, and it's time for Dungeon News. Are you ready? I need a group of volunteers for the yearly cleaning of Oh Shit, It's a Dragon's Lair. That's right. I need volunteers to visit level 8. Whoa, lower your hands. I know what you're going to ask me. There is still a strict no touchy the treasure rule, okay? You all remember Harry? Yeah. We miss Harry. Let's not be Harry. Okay. That said, we are paying 2 gold pieces per monster, and a bonus gold piece for every monster that keeps their sticky paws off the treasure. Alright, so Oh Shit the Dragon's gonna be leaving next weekend to, do whatever his dragons do, burn down a village or something. So we got a couple days to clean up several mountains of dragon poop and a carpet of molted scales. Which reminds me of rule number 2. No eating the scales. Alright? Remember Satagora? Yeah, he's not dead, but he had terrible heartburn, right? Terrible. He woke us up all night, thrashing, moaning. What was it he kept yelling? Calaxis regretamorium! Calaxis regretamorium! Yeah, I have photographic memory. Anyway, it was terrible. Calaxis regretamorium. Why does that sound familiar? That's, Anyway, that's the news, monsters. Feel the dungeon.
Okay, thank you, Lich. Now, okay, so it is Hakon's turn, and he doesn't have much in his hand. He's got a long sword and a magic eye. He's gonna cast magic eye first before he. Well, hold on, we gotta pull the hour. The hour is Callistria's sting. Callistria's sting. You may avenge by discarding a card. Okay, that's cool. Magic Eye. Banish to examine the top 3 cards of your location. Uno. Dos. Trace. Attic Whisper, Smoke Bomb, and Lost Local. If proficient... Alright, okay. I just get to examine them. That's all I get to do. Nothing happens when I examine them. Smoke Bomb. Okay. Alright, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to put them back in the order I drew them. If proficient, discard this card. You may succeed. Okay, he's going to discard it. And then he's going to encounter this. Check to defeat. Charisma or diplomacy. Ooh, what's going on? Help! As Hakon passes this, a couple casks, he hears, oh, what? And he looks down, and there's this little old man who's like covered in something. It looks like he's hiding something. Hakon smiles, and he's going to try talking to him. Let's see. He does have pretty good charisma. Diplomacy is D8 plus 1. He's a 5. Start of your turn. Ooh, no, I don't want to do any of that. A local strength check, no. So he doesn't have strength or anything. It's just going to be this. If undefeated, suffer the Scourge dazed. You know what? Lini just drew a couple blessings, so she's gonna discard a prayer to bless this. Yes.
Why, all right, old man. Come on, get up. You're better than this. Look at you. Not a day over 30.
The man calms down visibly in the face of the smiling Nord, scowled, and grips his arm and pulls him up. He's like, here, head back that way. Now run now. You could do it. The man shuffles off. Got rid of that. Now Hakon is going to redraw 3, 4. And we'll draw a new hour. Sands of the Hour, no effect. Okay. And it is Fumbus' turn. Fumbus is going to attempt to get this smoke bomb. Or make it. Well, see, that's the thing. Evil's, it's all in the, it's depends on the situation, right? In context. So he really cares for his dungeon. He cares for us. He takes care of everything. But you should see him when adventurers come crashing in. It can get pretty messed up, really messed up. I'm a vampire, and I get kind of freaked out by how evil he can be when adventurers attack. It gets pretty gruesome. All right. Fumbus. When a local character encounters a monster, banish to let them evade it. Yeah, anyway. Intelligence of craft. His intelligence is... Yeah, his craft is D8 plus 3. Man, I really want to get this. I need to... charisma or diplomacy? No. I do not want to... Okay, here we go. He can use this blessing. And because the hour is a blessing of level 0, he can recharge this instead of discarding it, which is something we desperately need to do. So we're going to add another D8 to this. And he rolls a 15. So we're going to pick that up. This is going to get recharged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's still going to be drawing a card. Do I want to... Man, he's in a bad place. We have plenty of hours left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to draw. And we're going to pass the turn to Lini. His evil is a necessity at times. It's just a necessity it's part of the job. Right, here we go. Our benefaction, nothing. And it's Lini's turn. She's going to go ahead and... Oh, that's right, the Attic Whisperer. Immune to mental and poison. All damage is mental damage. Oh, wait, she is going to freak out. When you encounter a monster... All right, so I should know better. All right, hold up. I know that that's coming. We examined it. So she should not be drawing that, because that's going to be a bad thing. So she's going to... All right, I'm going to get rid of the spell. I think she's going to give the spell to... She's going to give Force Missile over to Fumbus. Pass the turn, draw up to her 5. And pass the turn to Hakon. No effect on the hour. Now Hakon is going to draw, and there's the Attic Whisperer. Immune. All damage is mental damage, may not be reduced. Before acting, each local character must succeed at a Wisdom 4 check or suffer the Scourge Dazed. Alright, we'll start with you, Lini. Wisdom 4. Okay, she gets D10. Wisdom... Of course, she rolls a 3, and now she's dazed, as well as... Oh. Okay. What is dazed to do? She's dazed now. You may not examine locations. If you explored this turn, you may not explore again. If you didn't suffer the Scourge on this turn... At the end of your turn, shuffle your hand into your deck and remove this Scourge. If you didn't suffer the Scourge on this turn, at the end of your turn, shuffle your hand into your deck and remove... Okay, so that's going to go away at the end of her next turn. Oh, yeah, Hakon's got to make a Wisdom check. Ooh. 1. Okay, so he's dazed as well. All right. And then Fumbus, who is neither is he wise. 3. Yeah, didn't work. All 3 of them are dazed. So they come walking up to one of the bigger boats. Hakon's trying to catch a trail or get any idea which one. It's pretty quiet in the docks right now. Just the wind. Hakon thinks he hears something in a nearby ship. He looks around and doesn't see any guards or anything. So it goes like this, and they go up the plank, kind of like the rope plank to get up into the ship. And as he gets up there, that's when he realizes that he picked the wrong boat, because something begins to howl, and this is a guardian that was enchanted to protect the boat, and that's why there's no guards. But all of a sudden it coalesces out of the air. It's this skull face, and hits them all with like this mental blast of fear. They all something like, oh shit. Hakon raises, of course he's a brave scout, so he's gonna raise his sword and try to kill this sucker. 1d8. Okay. I think he's a 13. He has +2. It's not +2. He has +2. On a local strength check. No, it's not a strength check. It's a melee check. Oh boy, do I want to use this blessing? No, I can't. Alright, we're going to do it. 14. Yay! Okay. When you would fail a check, you may suffer the scourge exhausted to re-roll. Okay, so that's what's the docs. Okay. Alright. Well, anyway, he didn't fail a roll. He killed it. So, when the thing freaks them all out and pulls back, Hakon draws his sword, steals himself, and runs his sword right through this skull thing, hoping that it will, it does this and it pulls up and it breaks apart, hoping that that's what keeps the, whatever this is, in his reality, and it breaks apart, and sure enough, there's a squeal and a sense of wind, and it's gone. Well, the alarm's gone, he says. Maybe this is the right ship. Maybe not. They look at each other. Maybe not. Lini gives him this dark stare. Lini doesn't talk much. Fumbus grumbles. Lini doesn't talk much. She does a lot of talking with her eyes, and her hair, and her frowning, and her crossing her arms, and her huffing. Okay. What happens, Dander? If you explore this turn, you may not explore again. Okay, he's dazed, so he can't explore again. So they get back off the boat. They're going to pass his turn to Fumbus. The winged serpent. Your range check is blessed. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's explore. Oh, boy. So they back off the boat, and they hear, what you looking for? They fling around, and there's this guy standing there. He looks like he's in shambles, but he holds himself like he's a king. And he's got this big, nasty crocodile on a chain who's like pulling at the chain. So we got either a combat... Okay, before acting, attempt a dexterity, acrobatics, perception, or stealth check. Oh. Because the moment they turn around, he's looking at Fumbus, and the alligator's looking at Fumbus. He's like, you like that snack, boy? Oh. And the chain starts sliding out of his hands as the alligator goes for Fumbus. Let's see, what's his best thing? Dexterity. His dexterity isn't that bad. It's a D10. Acrobatics, perception, or stealth. He doesn't have any of those, so he's okay. I don't have my harrow in my hand. Finally, a plus 1d4 to a dexterity non-combat check, of course. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. This is gonna work. Before acting. Okay, so I think I still have to do this. I still have to do this before acting thing. Do I have anything for a local one of these checks? No, 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 no. What about a blessing? Wisdom and melee? No. What about you? On a local check, discard to bless. Okay. Okay. So she's gonna drop an Orison blessing to bless his check. He's gonna roll 2d10 and gets 14, so he doesn't take any damage. Then Fumbus is gonna drop as quick as he can the smoke bomb. When a local character encounters a monster, banish to let them invade it. So he's going to attempt the craft check to see if he can recharge this card. 4, 3 is 7. No, but he does discard it. Run, run, run. They run back up the boat and onto the boat to avoid this guy and his giant alligator. So that just happens to be their location. The boat that is either haunted or magically protected. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is done, and at the end of his turn, he moves. And then we're going to start her turn, Lenny's turn. Torag's power. When you would discard a boon to bless a strength or constitution check, you may recharge it instead. Alright. Alligators need to eat too. They love goblins too. Love them. Love them. Alligators, crocodiles. It don't matter. Potato, potato. It's big. It's got a lot of teeth. Alright, we're on the boat. At this location, when you move, any local characters may move with you. Okay. Alright, Lini is... Okay, at the end of Fumbus's turn, he had not gotten that daze that turn. So, he had to shuffle his hand into his deck and remove the Scourge. So he's going to reshuffle. He's going to shuffle his hand in his deck, redraw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get rid of the daze. He's no longer dazed. Lini is dazed. She does get to explore, though. Oh, boy. What are you doing on my ship? Scheisse. All right. This is roll 1d6. This monster gains the... Oh, shoot. Oh. She's still frightened. When your location is closed, you may remove this Scourge. She just encountered a monster. Oh, boy. She's going to suffer 1d4 minus 1 mental damage. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, boy. She's suffering 3 damage. Okay, what do I want to do? Cannot be reduced. Well, fine. Alright. She's going to discard these 3 cards. She's going to keep one of her animal allies. Roll 1d6. This monster gains the trait, and all the damage is an evoker. All her damage is fire. Before acting, a random local character suffers 1 damage. After acting, suffer 1d4 damage. This sucks. Okay. Random character. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. Oh, that's like the worst thing that could happen right now. Lenny has no cards in hand. This is terrible. Okay. It's terrible. So she can do an intelligence or arcane check, which is not her strong suit, or she can fight 10 to 12. Actually, she's just going to fight because she can't take any more damage. She's going to fight. She suffers 1 to 4 more damage. She has no cards in hand. This thing gets shuffled back in. They go running. Because this, what are you doing on my ship? And it starts flaming hands, shooting out fire. Lini's freaked out. She goes running. Hakon goes running after her. Fumbus goes running after her. She's got to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Luckily, she can draw. Oh, boy. Yay! We got a little bit of glimmer of hope. Hour is prayer. And Hakon's turn. Okay. She had to, well, we'll just say she's no longer dazed either. Hakon is still dazed. He'll be done soon. Oh, wait, look out. On a perception check, recharge to add 1d4. Recharge to examine the top card of your location. No, I'm just going to do it. Help me! Help me! So they ran down some stairs into the gully of the ship, away from the dude with the alligator and the woman with the fire, just to get some. Well, one is because Lini's freaked out. She's frightened. They need to catch their breath. Help me, and I'll help you. There's this woman tied up to one of the tied up down there. So Hakon can try to free her. Charisma, diplomacy, melee, ranged. Let's do melee. It's a D10. He has D10 plus 2. Of course not. Alright, well, here it is. D10 plus 2. Wow. I am not rolling like I do in Apocrypha, my friends. And that's bad because this game's a little more brutal than Apocrypha. I can't get these chains off. Look around for a key, she says. Oh, boy. Okay. I'll look around for a key, alright. Well, he cannot explore because of being dazed, but now, 1, 2, 3, 4, he's going to shuffle his cards back in and get rid of dazed. That's another reason why they're struggling, is they're dazed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Alright, dazed is gone. And it is Fumbus, the Eclipse. On your intelligence or wisdom check, the difficulty is increased by 3. Oh, geez. What do we got here? Evil Eye. Alright, so they start scanning around for keys, for other exits. They know they got to go upstairs. They got to get rid of this thing at some point. And that's when Fumbus notices the drawings on the wall behind the woman who's tied up. Arcane is D8 plus 1. D8 plus 1. Okay, what do we got here? Give me something that's going to be helpful here. No. No. Huh. Man, he needs to be cured big time. So does she. Okay, well, I don't want to take it. What happens if I take damage? Cannot be evaded. If undefeated, suffer the scourge dazed and then banish this banner. Okay, barrier. Alright, so worst that's going to happen is he's going to be dazed. Unless I want to drop a blessing on it. I don't know if I want to drop a blessing on it. I'd rather just be dazed. That wasn't too horrible. All right, let's see. Come on, roll good. That's not good. That's not exactly good at all. Okay. So he notices the eye, and he starts looking closer. And when he realizes what it actually is, a magical sigil, that another barrier or protection on the ship, he tries to look away as quick as he can, but the damage is already done. It's burned into his head for a moment, and then he's befuddled. He's like, oh, maybe he did look away just in time. He's, don't look over there. Don't look over there. No, stay away. Stay away. All right, it's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm realizing I've got some crap items for Fumbus. He needs better items. We're going to pass the turn over to Lini. Sands of the Hour. Alright, so Lini is going to... Oh, she could have helped him. Dang. She's going to cast Cure. Banish to heal local character 1d4 plus 1. Both of them are going to be in serious trouble. So she's got to heal herself. She's going to, for now, then she'll heal him next. 1d4 plus 1. Do not roll a 1. Do not roll a 1. I'll take a 2. That's fine. It's 3. That gives her one more hand, so that's good. 1, 2, 3. All right. That should be shuffled. If proficient discards card, you may succeed a divine 8 check. Okay, that's what we need to. We need to succeed at a divine D10 plus 1. We need to succeed at this. Hold on. Somebody has something. Token number is buried to reload a spell from your discards on your check to recharge a spell. No, dang. No. No, no, no. 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 Damn. Okay. Oh, all right, hold on. I was only supposed to roll one of these. Oh. Shit. Okay. She hasn't... Well, she's going to take mental damage. She's not going to... I don't want to... How many monsters are here? 2? I don't want to encounter any monsters, so she's going to chill. Draw a card. And pass the turn. To Hakon. The Twin. On your check, the first item or ally played is played freely. What does that mean? Gem of Mental Acuity. Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. Well, Charisma he's got. D8. That's quite the item. On your non-combat check, recharge to roll your Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma die instead of the normal die. I don't know. No. I don't even want it. We will pass on that. Okay, no, we're gonna pass. Hope I don't run out of hours. We're doing pretty good. Mountain Man. On your strength or constitution check, you may recharge a card to reroll. Fumbus. Ow. Stupid boat. She must be hiding something good down here. Fumbus smells something magic. More magic. Fumbus gonna find something. Alright, Fumbus, let's find something. Oh, flaming shortbow. Oh, look, magic weapon. What this do? Dexterity, ranged, and stealth. Well, he's got ranged, so that's cool. His dexterity is D10 plus 1. Oh boy, can I want to use something. I want to get this. I want him to have this. He must have this. Alright, he's going to discard. He's going to, yeah. Yeah. He's going to bless himself. He gets 2d10. He's a 9. He gets 7, 14. Okay, good. Yes. Yes. They smell magic. All right. 6 he's got. He's now does he press his luck? Or let's see, how many blessings do we have left? We got a decent amount. Huh. Because he could use a troubadour to search again. Well, he's almost dead though, so let's not press our luck with him. He's going to pass it over to Lini, the Waxworks. At the start of your turn, discard a blessing or suffer the scourge exhausted. I guess this is the start of her turn. She is exhausted. Exhausted. On each check or step, you may play no more than 1 boon. At the start of your move step, you may end your turn to remove this scourge. Okay. Well, I'm going to end my turn right now and get rid of this scourge. I have to sit down. She thinks. She says with her eyes. She sits down. All right, we're passing it over to Hakon, who's now no longer dazed. Is ready to take care of business. When you would discard or bury an armor you play, you may recharge it instead. Ooh, let's go. Guess who comes down the stairs, ready to fire everybody up? Okay, so she is now got electricity beaming out of her hands. Somebody's got to suffer 1 damage. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4 to 5. We rolled a 1. Poor Lini is taking damage. She's going to recharge the hide armor to not take 1 damage. And then he's going to take care of this lady. She's a 12. He's not going to do an intelligence check. He's got a fistful of weapons. Okay. Battle axe. He is going to, that is D10 plus D8. And then he's going to discard it to add another D8 because he's proficient with them. So basically he's throwing it. This battle axe. You don't expect a battle axe to be thrown at you. And he's got +2. So +2. Let's see. What's this? D10. 8's 26, and he needs a 12. That's a little over 50%. Little over 50%. This isn't closing this, so we need to roll good here. I don't want to waste any more. Ah, there we go. I think. Yes. For 15. Okay. Ah! She's like cut almost in half, and she screams out, and electricity bursts out of her, and comes right for Hakon. Damn it, man. Causing 3 points of damage to him. Son of a... And of course he doesn't have any armor right now. Alright, well luckily 1, 2, 3, 4. He's doing better in his deck than the rest of them, but she's dead. So that's a plus. And he's got to pass the turn. To Fumbus. Prayer. Nothing's going on. Okay, Fumbus. Let's see. What's up? Fumbus turns. Drawn by the noise of the evoker dying and the electricity blast, the door open. Where the eye is that freaked out Fumbus. A door opens, and a woman walks out. Blinks her eyes. You can smell the acrid smell of like chemicals come wafting out from behind the door. What's going on out here? Before acting, each local character suffers 1 acid damage. Cards discarded as damage are discarded randomly. She doesn't come out here saying, okay, sorry. She comes out and flings her arm, and these and it looks like droplets of water come. She throws it, spreads it all the way around. She had heard that, knows there's something going on in here, and spreads this acid around. Okay. Lenny's got to discard a card at random. She discards a confusion spell. Fumbus has got to discard a card at random. Discards his flaming short bow. It hits him in the hand. He had been looking at it. Yes. Ah! Drops it. Of course. Of course. And Hakon discards a light shield. Great. Good. Okay. All right. Fumbus. It's time to do your thing. Craft or diplomacy. 6, 7. Okay. Well, that's not too bad of an idea, actually. Does he want to do it, or does he just want to take this chick out? I think he's mad. He's mad. She made him drop his new toy, Force Missile. Arcane plus 2d4. His arcane is d8 plus 2d4. 2d4. And then, okay. On another character's count now. Okay, so there's that. And then on a local combat check, he can discard a card to add 1d4. All right. I'll discard this to add a 1d4. And we need him to make this happen. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he can't lose another. He can't lose this. He needs to. If he loses another card, he's dead. Shit. Can anybody play anything here? Ah! Horn of Battle Clarity. Alright, so Hakon is using the Horn of Battle Clarity on a local combat check. Recharge to add 1d8. Boom. Okay. Okay. We need a 13. Ah, yes. Force missile comes ripping out. The horn confuses her. She looks at Hakon, and this force missile hits her square in the chest, blasting her chest. She falls back, falls down to the back of the boat. That was his. And then this is a recharge. Yeah. That's a discard. Fumbus. This is... He's going to make his arcane check to recharge it. And of course it's a 1 because I can't seem to roll anything else. That's a discard. To close or to guard, succeeded a wisdom or survival 5 check. 6. Okay, somebody had something. He had something. Somebody had something to help with that. Is it gone now? I guess not. Maybe he had? No. Maybe he had it. Oh, that's his deck. Oh, jeez. Okay. Maybe there was something I was thinking we had earlier. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, it's wisdom or survival. He's not very wise. Crap. Crap on a crap cracker. Okay. His wisdom isn't gonna... We're not gonna be able to close this right now. And that really sucks. Really, really. Okay. She's dead, though. So that's good. Oh, there's only 1 card left. Okay. So Fumbus is gonna not close the location because he cannot. He's not wise enough. In fact, he's over there. He's yeah. So Fumbus decides to go into the go deeper into the boat. He wants to see, because that lady came out. He smells the acids. That's his game. He's his Huckleberry. This is his game. He's gonna go in there and see what kind of chemicals she's working with. He draws the rest of his deck. He's out of cards. So anything happens to him, he's dead. He's hurting. Hakon's hurting. Everybody's hurting. He should not have ran back in their room. They need to get out of there. We're going to pass the turn to Lini, who is still freaking frightened. Erori's Mastery. On your Bless check, you may reroll any dice showing 1. Does she want to explore that last? Okay, so there's 2 monsters in here. We counted the Evoker. I think... Oh, the Evoker and the Attic Whisperer. So that's not a monster. Shit. How was there another monster in here? There should have been only 2. It was the Attic Whisperer and the Evoker. So why is there a fucking crocodile in here? Heroic? Dude, did you... What did... Oh, so Gadrin sent his crocodile into the boat looking for us. Okay, well, this is bad. This is really, really bad. She needs to roll really good right now because of this fear. Really, really fucking bad. 1, -1. She's not afraid of a crocodile. This is not a monster. This is an animal. And she's very in tune with all animals. Not in tune enough to keep it from trying to kill her, but not that she's not afraid. That makes sense. Before acting, though, she's got to do the whole dexterity, perception, or stealth check. Okay. And still might take damage. Oh, wait. She may evade it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. Wait. Aha. So... Does she have not survival though? Shit. Let's see. Dexterity, acrobatics, perception, or stealth. She does not. Okay. She has dexterity. It's D8. I mean, everybody has dexterity, but you blame the lich, huh? Well, of course. Well, her little mouse friend is going to add a 1d4 to this check for her. And it's a recharge, so she can shuffle into the deck, so that's good. Let's see, D8 plus D4, and she needs a 6. Okay. Man. I gotta roll. Ooh, 8. Okay, she made it. The mouse squeaks at the right time. Lini pulls back underneath the stairs as the crocodile comes down the stairs. It is now down there. This gets shuffled into her deck. The mouse does. She's gonna draw back up to 5. I don't know, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, man. I think we're all gonna die. It's gonna wipe. This is a party wipe. Okay, Hakon. Hakon does not have a weapon. He... Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I know what we can do. I know exactly what we can do. Okay, this is what's going to happen. The crocodile comes down, starts looking around, sniffling, trying to find them. And Hakon's like, the best way to kill a snake is to cut the head off. So when the crocodile goes off, off into one part of the ship, Fumbus is in the back room, you remember. Hakon climbs up the stairs, intent on killing this Gadrin lamb, or whatever. So he leaves. He's going to leave. He is not going to, he's not going to fight right now. Because I don't have a freaking... He doesn't have a weapon. So that's not good. So we're going to draw and pass the turn. I hope I draw one of his weapons, and I don't think he's got a weapon. Alright, Fumbus. I think Fumbus is going to sneak out too. That's exactly what he's going to do. Exactly. Okay, on any check using a skill... Oh, no, wait, no effect. Okay. Should he? Yes. Yes. Fumbus is going to do the same. He is going to sneak out. He's moving. And out to the docks to join Hakon. Hoping that Lini will do the same. He's going to... Yes. Okay. This is what I wanted. Sure enough, this Gadron Lamb dude is whistling. He's just wandering around waiting for his crocodile to kill him. So we can go in there and get... Because he looked like Hakon and might have some interesting things on him. So Fumbus and Hakon come out. This Gadron's sitting there. He goes, "Oh, well, I guess I get to do you myself," he says. And before acting into... Oh, yeah. We still have to deal with the dexterity, acrobatics. Well, his dexterity is pretty good. So, D10. D10. I don't want to evade. I need a 6. Do I have anything that's going to help? Oh, that sucks. No. Nope. Of course not. Do we have anything that's going to just help this all happen? Not that I want to spend right now. Alright, D10. No, that's not a D10. 9! Okay. Boom, boom. Alright. He needs a 13 here. First thing, what's your opening move, Fumbus? His opening move. He's gonna use a token of remembrance to he's gonna bury it to reload a spell from his discards. And is it gonna be Force Missile? He's gonna reload Force Missile. He reaches his hand in his pocket and he feels his little special shiny that helps him remember his things. He grips it and the spell comes jumping back into his mind. And he shoots out of his hands. D8 plus 2D4. D8. And then he's going to discard. Yeah, he's going to discard a card to oh wait, hold on. All right. Well, I guess it all. What has to happen is Lini needs to guard the boat. She has to guard the boat. The boat has to be closed for this all to really work. The boat is succeeded a wisdom or survival check of 6. Her survival is wisdom plus 3. She needs to roll not less than a 3 on a D10. And before this all goes down, because that was supposed to happen before this all went down. Fumbus is going to cast Good Omen. On any check to acquire, to close, or to guard, banished, add plus D6 plus 1. So that's 11. So she made it. All right, so the boat is closed. She's leading the alligator around on a goose chase. He's not going to be able to run back in there. So Fumbus is casting Force Missile. It's a D8 plus 2D4. Then he's going to discard a card, which is bad. It's bad. This is bad because if he fails this, he's dead. Discards a card to add another D4. And then this is I'm not going to use that just yet. Can she do something? On a local combat... Oh, he's not local. Oh, thank God the Good Omen wasn't local. She's not local right now, so she can't help. Here we go. If proficient on another character's combat check, freely... Wait, is she proficient? She's not. She's not. Okay. We're gonna... D8 3... Oh, boy. That is not enough. That's not enough. Okay, man. Okay. We're going to redo this. It's not going to be the Force Missile. He's going to use his Acid Flask for this first one. Your combat check, banished to use Dexterity, Craft, or Ranged plus 2d6. That's a much better deal with him because his Dexterity is d10. His Ranged is +1. Then 2d6. And then he discards a card to get additional d4. And that's way better. Way better. Nope. Okay. Oh, that's going to help there. Okay. Well, that's going to add d4, and that's... Okay, here we go. So, Fumbus comes bounding out, dodging this way and that, and then he puts his hand in his pocket, grabs his little token, his little shiny, and the Force Missile comes ripping into his head and rips out of his hands. And this takes Gadrin by surprise. He didn't expect this little goblin thing to have magic like that. And the bolt hits him, excuse me, much harder than he expected. He falls back, gets up. And now he's got murder in his eyes. And we got to take care of him. But Fumbus has another trick up his sleeve. In his other hand, he's already pulled out... Well, no, I'm sorry. That was the Acid Flask. So he didn't do the Force Missile. He did the Acid Flask. He threw the Acid Flask. It hit. Hurt him. Gadrin's kind of screaming in agony, but really hurt, really pissed off. But his other hand is when he uses the Force Missile. So that's D8... Right, D8, yeah. And his arcane is +1. Okay, I gotta remember that. All right. D8 plus 2d4 plus he's discarding yet another card to add acid to this. He's got one card left. This has got to finish right now. But more help. Hakon is using a war drum. On a local combat check, recharge to add 1d4. Each local character may discard an ally to add another 1d4. Fumbus has got... No, he doesn't have an ally in his hand. And Lini's not there. So, but here's the other thing. Sands of Hour. On any check using a skill listed in the Hour's check to acquire, recharge to Bless. The Hour's check to acquire is Arcane. Has Arcane in it. That's what this check is an Arcane check. Wait. I need to check using a skill. This is using Arcane. So that works. Put that there. To bless it, which means we're adding another D8. Hot damn. Where does D8? Okay. As long as we don't roll all ones here, ladies and gentlemen, we might be good to go. We just need a 12. Fumbus with a 1-2 punch to end Gadrin Lamb's life. Gobblegut's not going to be dead, but unless this is Gobblegut. Yeah, we could do that. So the first one, the first vial of acid hits Gadrin full on, not expecting it. It bursts all over him. He screeches as his face melts, and the rest of his torso melts off. And come out of the ship comes bursting Gobblegut, his pet, coming straight for Fumbus. But Fumbus has already had his other hand charged up with a force missile. And Fumbus turns and 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 blasts. Gobblegut comes at him. He's got his mouth open. Takes the force missile full inside the mouth. Pff, it shoots through him. Hakon can't believe it. He can see the force bolt moving through him. He just glows as it moves through him. It bursts out of his tail and it just plops. Lini comes running out. No, she doesn't talk. She looks at him. She looks at them, and she goes over and she kicks Gadrin, and she kicks him again. And suddenly, there's all these little shapes come up around them, come out from the shadows, and one of them's like, "Is he really dead? Is he really dead?" And they all start coming over, and all of a sudden, all these kids are kicking him too, kicking his dead body. His little lambs are kicking his dead body, and then they go running off, laughing, back off the pier, and yeah, Fumbus and Lini and Hakon look at each other, totally like Hakon, like Fumbus is half dead. He's half dead. He's used up all his energy. He's beat. He collapses. Hakon picks him up, and they limp back to the inn where they're staying, finishing their. No. Before they go, Fumbus, they rifle his pockets. They shoo the kids away after kicking him, and Fumbus goes through his pockets. And when he pulls out something that Gadrin was wearing. He didn't really have anything in his pockets, but he was wearing something, and it's a what is it? Some kind of gold. Oh, it's a golden brooch. A golden brooch, depicting an imp and a house drake curled in mischief. Hakon goes, shit. And that's where we're going to end it. And they limp back to the hotel, to the inn. And that's where we're going to end it, barely freaking alive. Ooh, all right. That was a pretty good first thing. I'll tell you one thing I did fuck up. When they met the chemist, they should have had to battle the lambs again. Every time they met one of those, they were going to have to fight the lambs. So I did it for, I'm pretty sure, everybody except for the chemist. But I'm not going to go back, obviously. And who knows? Things could have went really bad or really good. Who knows? All right. That was a pretty exciting first show, I think. For me, it was. Cookery. All right. Thank you very much for joining me on my inaugural first episode in The Curse of the Crimson Throne. Heroic. I did a little intro video in the beginning. I didn't. Jorgen, a skulled storyteller, gave a little background to the characters. You can catch it on the YouTube channel if you want. It's a good 2 or 3 minutes long. The rest of you have a great evening. Tomorrow night I'm going to be playing a little early, Heroic, and I'm going to be playing a game of Dawn of the Zeds version 3, and then be doing the climax for Book of the Damned. So tune in tomorrow. See you guys.
Viva the dungeon.